Today I'm going to talk to you about toxic anxiety. Yes, this question disturbs so many people, and so many people really are unable to handle the anxiety which they face. They realize that their life is at a standstill and they are not able to enjoy life. They are unable to express themselves, and in every way they feel the sense of failure which is setting up in them. It is also a feeling of a sense of nervousness, fears, worries, and restlessness that happens. When anxiety becomes toxic, it creates all these various physiological changes that happen in the body. As soon as there is this situation that triggers this anxiety, a person begins to feel a sense of breathlessness, heartbeats increase, there is all the time the stress of being able to cope with that situation at the back of your head. And so negative thoughts are moving at such a frantic pace. Also, along with the heartbeats and along with your breathing, again, your trembling begins. So the body starts trembling. You begin to feel that inside you now there is going to be a feeling of collapse. And so anxiety can be very crippling. It can create a sense of absolute inadequacy, being unable to face the situations, not being able to react in any social environment in a positive way. You see so many people in a party situation, for example. In a party, people feel highly anxious, and sometimes it becomes so toxic that you avoid all these situations completely. You'd rather not go for the party than to be miserable and feel really suffocated in such situations. And this happens for so many situations in life. You can recall your childhood. During the days when you were a child, all the examinations that you faced, the teachers that you faced, the real tensions started developing at that stage, and anxiety then became uncontrollable later on in teenage years when the pressures came from your peers, the social groups, the parents, and the environment all around you became demanding. And so this factor of wanting to please others, to do things according to their expectations, all this created a lot of stress, tension, anxiety. And this then sustains into adulthood, and you realize that as an adult again, at work, in family situations, in social kind of situations also, you begin to feel that misery, that feeling that, oh my God, how will I cope with everything? There's just so much happening. Thoughts about future keep coming. Obsessive thoughts, obsessive thinking becomes a pattern sometimes. And so another kind of disorder develops, obsessive compulsive disorder. Sometimes there is a panic, sudden kind of an attack on you, of a fear that grasps you and takes you to a feeling of being thrown into an abyss, into a valley, into a deep down darkness. And that feeling of panic is so miserable. So panic attacks, obsessive thoughts, and sometimes, of course, there is a trauma. And post that trauma, you're not able to adjust, and the stress that develops from that trauma also creates this toxic anxiety. So toxic anxiety is something that many of you have expressed that needs attention so that you can become a better person. You can realize who you truly are. And there are techniques, there are paths to healing this disturbing dimension of yourself too. Toxic anxiety can be reversed. You realize that when you're anxious, the first thing that happens is your brain shuts down. Your brain now is unable to function. There are clouds, fog, and all kinds of dark thoughts which prevent you from looking at a problem and focusing on it. So how do you handle that? The different ways in which you can handle this toxic anxiety. One way is through Satya meditation. In Satya meditation, you can open up all the neural pathways which are blocked and which are creating this continuous circulation of a negative response, which is all the symptoms of anxiety which we talked about. And so meditation is something that you can practice regularly. You can do it twice a day, morning and evening. And sometimes when you feel really very, very, especially on a day which is going to be a traumatic day, anxious, when you feel anxious, practice it and feel again empowered and take your day forward. The other thing is, when you're not able to really meditate, just do deep breathing. Deep breathing, which is breathing from the stomach, also relaxes you and it calms your mind so that again that mental fog clears out and you're able to function regularly. The third thing is you can practice a journal writing. Write a gratitude journal every day so that you feel that inner confidence coming, that so many positive things are there in your life, and therefore why should you worry about the future? There is definitely an inner strength and that will guide you and take you forward. The next thing that you could do is have positive people surrounding you. Do not have people who are critical, evaluative, judgmental all the time around you. Try and surround yourself with people who care for you and who will therefore help you to grow. The other thing is you can do a visualization exercise. In this visualization exercise, you can imagine situations where you are facing all kinds of challenges, but you're able to cope with them with the inner force and confidence. And once those visualizations become a part of your intention to change and transform, then you will see that a big change happens and you will be able to grow out of all these blocks that obstruct your growth. Again, one other technique that helps a lot is muscle relaxation. When you're tense and anxious, all the muscles in your body become tight and tense. And so, doing a body scan exercise where you go through all the muscles of the body, all the parts of the body, and release all the tension that is there inside. This itself is very soothing and calming and creates again that inner balance in the physical states of your being, and therefore restores this stress-free feeling of inner balance. So these are some of the things that you can do, And I'm sure there are many more, like music therapy, or even then going, if nothing works, to a psychiatrist and get medication. But we need to do something about it. We cannot just sit back and relax and just take it easy, because your life is passing by. And with every passing day, you are battling this toxic anxiety. And remember, it is toxic. It is creating major disorders in your physical body, emotional systems, and playing havoc with all your thoughts. And therefore, your success, your way forward in life is damaged and restricted. So, let us not have this as something that we're going to live with, tolerate, and pull up. It is something that you must handle and do it graciously. Let us meditate today and see how, with meditation, that inner peace which creates empowerment for you in every way, gives you that resting feeling and opens up all the potentials that are there within you to handle everything in life with confidence. So, share this with your friends. They may also need this kind of guidance. And let us begin with the understanding of who we are and how we can become better people, better individuals, better human beings. May God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for being a part of this. And let us take our life journey forward.